guys to episode 6 of my YouTube series of Operation Premiership with Coventry City. I'm going to run through the last fixture of the season for you, and before we do that I have got a little transfer to show you. I noticed that we were lacking in the right midfield department, so in addition to all these future transfers, you can see all youth players coming in. I bought in DJ Campbell on a loan deal just before the end of the loan window. He's just here till the end of the season. As you can see, he's a really good player for this league, but he's a striker and a winger on either flank, and I think he was going to add. I thought he was going to add a lot to the team, which he's not done too badly. So I'll crack on with the fixtures straight away. Right, so last time you saw him was the Crawley live com, and as you can see after that we didn't do too well. We started with a 2-0 win at home to Shrewsbury. Richard Wood after 11 minutes and John Fleck after 51 giving us the lead, giving us the win. All 3 points, and we played probably the better on the day. We had just edged the chances, we had more possession and did probably deserve it on the day. As you can see, Shrewsbury hardly got in our half with the ball. We then followed that up with a 0-0 draw at home to Preston. I was pretty pleased with this because they were on a bit of a run chasing into the playoffs, but then I looked at the stats and I thought we probably should have won this one. We had 21 shots at goal, but we managed less shots on target than Preston did. We did have more possession. 0-0 draw, 4 yellow cards as well. It probably should have been more, but a point, I'll take a point. It was a clean sheet as well. And then we followed that up with another clean sheet away at Portsmouth, 1-0. To do the double over them. Nicky Weaver own goal after 7 minutes when Leroy Elite was trying to bundle the ball home. It's come off the keeper and gone in. The only goal of the game, and in all fairness, even on possession, but they created more chances and they probably could have got at least a point out of it, but it's gone to us. It's a win, and it's one of those that goes against you sometimes when you play the better and you don't get it. This time we have got it. Then we played 2 really tough games against playoff teams, Colchester and Tranmere. They were both in the playoffs at the time. We drew 1-1 away at Colchester. Gavin Massey after 50 minutes scoring for them. We then lost Gary McSheffrey to injury with just under 20 minutes to go, but David McGoldrick popped up 5 minutes from time to put home a cross and make it 1-1. And to be honest, on the day, a draw was probably the fair result. Spot on even with the possession. Both had 13 shots at goal. We did hit the target more, but at the end of the day, if I'd gone to Colchester and got a point, I would have taken it because they're a decent side this season. They've done really well, so a point is not a bad result. We then travelled to Tranmere again in the playoffs. No reason why I should have been disappointed with the draw, but then I look at the stats again and we've had more possession, we've had far more shots, far more on target. We really tested their keeper. Murphy's only had 2 saves to make, and I was disappointed with the 0-0 draw after the game, even though if you'd given me the point at the start I would have taken it, but started to draw too many games towards the end of the season. We then played Brentford at home, 2 home games at the end of the season. We really needed at least 4 points. We were really poor on this day. Look, we only had 5 shots at goal, 3 on target, whereas they had 23 shots and 10 on target. They were absolutely dominant, and their dominance paid just after half time when Chalet and Logan put them in front. And then I brought Cody McDonald on towards the end for Leroy Lita, whose goals have just suddenly dried up, and that's when we've stopped scoring as well. And Cody McDonald popped up in the 3rd minute of injury time to grab us a last gasp equaliser, give us a point, and it was a really important point as well. We went into the last day with the chance of automatic promotion against Walsall, but we really didn't turn up. They were battling against relegation and stayed up on the final day thanks to this win. Portsmouth actually went down as well instead. Will Grigg after 10 minutes with the goal, the only goal of the game. They didn't have as many chances as us, but we only had 3 shots on target out of 12. Our strikers weren't weren't at the races today, and we've come off the worst and ended up with missing out on promotion. So the league table finished like this. Sorry, just giving everything away, but league table. Sheffield United won the league with 84 points, and Colchester finished second with 78. Tranmere got third with 77. Bournemouth got fourth with 76. Crawley fifth, 76. And we were in sixth with 75. And that point was vital because it meant that we'd already secured our playoff place going into the last day. Relegated out of the league, Crewe bottom of the league, Shrewsbury, Portsmouth and Yeovil. So Portsmouth going from bad to worse for them as they're relegated to League 2 now. 2 successive relegations for them. So we did make the playoffs, and as you already know, we got through. It didn't get off to the best of starts. We got beat 2-1 at home by Tranmere. Alex Valencia after 38 minutes putting them in front, and Andy Robinson making it 2-0 with almost an identical goal to Valencia's. It was a cross, went right over everyone, and then as it rolls along the ground at the back post, they just run in and smash it back across goal into the back of the net. 2-0, and it was really, really looking down for me. But McGoldrick, 12 minutes later, got himself on the score sheet to give us a goal, keep us in the tie. Leroy Lita went off injured, and he's out for the next game as well. And to be honest, shots again, the strikers just aren't taking the chances. 7 shots on target. We're having more shots than most teams, but we're just not taking the chances that we're getting, and we really need to improve on that. We then went away to Tranmere and we won 3-0. It was a really, really good win, but I don't know how different it would have been had they had 11 men for the game, because we didn't start our dominance until their man got sent off. Andy Robinson was sent off for apparently diving, his second yellow. He was sent off just before the half-hour mark, and DJ Campbell then got his first goal for the club in the first minute of the second half. Richard Wood 20 minutes later headed home to give us the lead on aggregate at 3-2, and then DJ Campbell wrapped things up with a goal 6 minutes from time to send us to Wembley in the Empower League 1 final. As you can see, stats, we had more shots, we only hit the target 7 times out of 20, only once more than Tranmere, but we did have a bit more possession, but we had 1 extra man on the pitch, so you can't really call that a feat in any way. So we made it to the final, and in the final we have Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth are a really, really decent side. One big plus for us is that Frank Demouge is out injured. He's been a star striker this season, 19 in 24, 16 in 22 league games. He's a really good player, and I'm pleased that he's not going to be playing against us. We're also missing Donald McDermott. We're obviously missing Carl Baker and Chris Hussey, both long term, and Leroy Lita is going to miss his final chance to play for the club with a damaged elbow. Now we've actually lost both games to Bournemouth. We lost to them at the start of the new year, 2-1 at home, and then we lost earlier on in the season away. It was our first defeat of the season away at Bournemouth, 1-0. So going to Wembley, we haven't got a good record against these, but hopefully we can pull something off. So we'll go to the match. For us, it's Murphy in goal, back for Clark, Wood, Edgingualy and Sabai. In midfield, Bell, Barton, Musa and McSheffrey, and then Fleck in the hole behind Campbell. McGoldrick's not fit after picking up a knock in the second leg against Tranmere. He is on the bench because he's just returning from a bruised rib. I think that if we do need him for a few minutes, he could come on. James Ward-Prowse, unfortunately, is away on international duty. He's travelling to meet up the England under-19s, I think it is. So that's a disappointment. We won't have him for the final. For Bournemouth, it's Jalal in goal. Back for Francis, Addison, Cook and Stewart. Pugh, McDonald, Davids and Daniels in midfield, and Tubbs and McCoy up front. It's going to be a really, really good game, and I really hope that we can come out on top and make it into the Championship at the first time of asking. So, Edwin Gwaley, our key man, he's on the verge of a call-up for the Cameroon squad after an incredible season for us. There's his Miles Addison, both centre-halves. Neil Swarbrick is the referee for this League One final. So, let's just get some things on these. I'm going to make sure that they're kept to a minimum. Right. So we'll start with that. We'll stay rigid. Don't want to be getting pulled out of position. Do this for the fans. Getting nothing. Faith in you get nothing. Faith in you get one green. Let's get a good green from the defence. No, nothing. Not the best of starts, but we'll go on. And the game is about to kick off, and we're the ones to kick off. It's Fleck to Wood, Clark, Wood. And now Clark again to Musa, Bell, Campbell. Is this an early chance for us? Musa, Barton. Barton under pressure. Don't give it away. Wood, Barton, Clark. And it's the end of the highlight. Pointless highlight. Did think something was going to come of it because it started to take longer than usual. As Musa gets a talking to from the referee. Fleck with a free kick here into Edwin Gwaley into the back of the net. He's put it into the corner, and the man who was given our key player at the start has certainly played a key role here. The Sky Blues lead by a 1-0 against Bournemouth at Wembley in the League One playoff final. And that's a fantastic start with just 9 minutes on the clock. And we lead. I'll take that, I don't need any more highlights now. In all fairness, if we do go up through the playoffs, it's a better way of getting promotion because you get a lot of income, and at the moment our finances are absolutely shot. We're about well over £1 million in the red, so we really could do with some money from this. So I'll say I'm happy with the performance, and that's brilliant team talk. Been absolutely nothing apart from the goal in the first half. So the second half's about to kick off, and it's Tubbs now for Bournemouth. Now with Francis, Addison, and that's the pointless highlight over. So 5 minutes into the second half, still nothing. And a yellow card there for one of the Coventry players, Barton that was. Centre of midfield, he's dogged, he's bound to get a booking at some point. And I think that was Musa picking up a yellow there, yeah. Both the centre midfielders. Now David's one of their centre midfielders picking up a booking. It's Sabai here, Fleck, Sabai, Musa, Coventry coming forward, Barton, Clark. Second goal now will be brilliant. Bell, past Davids, it's a penalty. Daniels has brought down Bell, and it's a penalty to the Sky Blues. John Fleck to take it, to put us 2-0 up. Here he comes, he scores, and Coventry City lead by 2-0 in the playoff final. John Fleck with a penalty. And with just over 20 minutes to go, we've got a 2-goal cushion now. Here's Tubbs, back to Davids, O'Kane, and he's giving it away. It's Fleck now. Here we come again. It's Musa, Barton, Campbell. Campbell's on the run. Still Campbell. Fleck shoots. What a goal by John Fleck! And it's 3-0. And the Sky Blues are surely going up now. With just over 20 minutes left, John Fleck's just scored a screamer. And in the press before the playoffs, they were saying that he'd been in such poor form. Well, what a way to reintroduce yourself into your normal form. He's not really played really, really well since he came back from injury, but today he's having an absolute stormer. Right, so just to shore things up, make sure that I don't get a sending off in this centre mid, I'm going to bring on Connor Thomas for Barton, just so that I can ensure that I'm not going to get a red card, because you never know what could happen then. I'm going to bring Gavilan on for Musa, take the two with yellows off. It's the only reason. They played really, really well in centre midfield. I was a bit worried when I saw Ward-Prowse was out. I've left Jennings out of the team because his morale's been poor all season. I wanted high morale squad going into this game, and it seems to have worked. We've had 2 changes coming on there. Bournemouth going more attacking now. I think we'll just go on to play on the counter now. Put our defensive shouts on. So, quarter of an hour to go. Surely there's no way back for Bournemouth now. They're starting to press, but nothing's coming. 8 minutes, 7, 3 minutes left, 1 minute of injury time, and Addison to Cook to Daniels, Purchase Daniels, and it's all over. And Coventry City, on their first trip to Wembley in 26 years, since the FA Cup final of 1987, they've won by 3 goals to 0 against Bournemouth to book their place in the Championship for next season. And it was a brilliant performance by the lads. They restricted to Bournemouth to just 1 shot on target in the game. John Fleck definitely man of the match with that cracking 3rd goal to just see off any chance of Bournemouth making a comeback. Edge and Gualey with the other goal, giving us a great start after 9 minutes. And we may have lost both league games to Bournemouth, but we've beaten them when it matters. And here we go, here come all the news. Winning League One playoff final, promoted to the Empower Championship. Moore's praised by Coventry faithful. They were unanimous that the person responsible for the team's success was Moore. Coventry board have praised me. They've just recently given me a new 2-year deal to stay at the club till 2015, so that was pretty good. Fleck with the man of the match, impresses for Coventry. Fans are jubilant. 300 grand goes out to the squad on a pro rata basis, and we've just got 325 grand in to pay for that as part of the solidarity payment scheme. So there you go, guys, we are promoted. That little P next to our name means we are going up to the Championship next season alongside Colchester and Sheffield United. Coming down is, look, Leicester just missed out. Middlesbrough, Peterborough and Palace. I'm surprised at Middlesbrough, but Peterborough and Palace will be joining them. We won't be seeing Cardiff, Forest, neither Blackpool or Bolton. And coming down from the Premiership, Reading, Everton and possibly Wigan, if not Norwich. So thanks a lot, guys. Please leave a comment as to how you think the season went, where it went bad, where it went good. Also leave a like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Also leave a comment, tell me what you think we'll do next season. I'll be back for the season review soon. So thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. I'll see you later.